giving us a buffer time. We're just going live. We're live. People can hear us right now.
Yeah.
So, hello everyone. I assume that no one is watching the Pokemon Presents for the first time, um, and people are watching this after it started, but after they've already watched this once. But yeah, we are watching this for the first time. We are watching this live. I am watching this with Justin Burns. How you doing, Justin?
Well, doing pretty good.
Yeah,
It's early in the morning, but I'm hanging in there.
I think everyone can tell that that my hair is not really done yet and anything like that. I just woke up. I got my coffee. So Pokemon Presents. We got 2 minutes until it starts. What are you expecting to see?
We will definitely see Pokemon Legends Zeta A
Oh, I hope so.
content. I expect we'll probably get some like spin-off news on, all their spin-offs like Pokemon Masters and the Pokemon Cafe and the Pokemon Pocket TCG. Maybe some like actual TCG content. Maybe like a new spin-off reveal. The present is apparently like 19 minutes long, according to the YouTube video info. So maybe they'll go over some stuff in depth. But very excited to see what we have for the upcoming year.
I agree. I as people probably know, I don't really play a lot of the like periphery games. I shouldn't call the trading card game a periphery game. It's probably more important than the video game. But I but I do love the Pokemon Legends Arceus games or the Pokemon Legends games. Specifically Legends Arceus because that's the only one we have. But oh
Mhm.
man, Legends Arceus is like my favorite Pokemon game ever. So I'm really excited for that. When we get a new one, I love that they like. I think that the number one thing that Pokemon should be doing is like playing around with their IP and just trying to do like fun, interesting things with it. They don't like take enough risks. Generally speaking, they have like a very formulaic way of making these games. And the Pokemon Legend series is their way of like trying out brand new things. They haven't done that, and when they do, it generally turns out really well, right? You remember the Nogunama's Ambition crossover? I forget what it's called
Oh,
on the Nintendo DS.
it was Pokemon Conquest.
Yeah, that was so cool. That was so fun. I don't think it sold well,
Yeah,
but it was really fun.
I never actually got to play it.
Yeah, so like that was it's very experimental. Even Pokemon Go was very experimental, and it popped off, right? So
Yeah, and it basically revived like, the franchise that hit a lull, but
mhm.
Pokemon Go was kind of a springboard to for the like all the sales we've had on the Switch. And really the rise in TCG being very popular. I think coincides with that. So
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to balance the audio now. Can you give me a sentence?
yeah, hello.
All right.
We got 40
Chat
seconds
chat
or 41, 42, or sorry, 40 seconds left.
chat. Let me know right now if you can hear both Justin and the video audio.
Wait, do we have a chat? We got people in
I
here?
see Dawn in chat. I see Dawn in chat at the very least.
Nice. Nice.
And I think Pokemon Pocket. I never got into it. If it didn't come out when I was on vacation, I might have gotten into it, but it started just like the perfect wrong time for me.
Yeah, it's really fun. I've been playing it a lot. All right, let's see what we got here.
Been practicing my Pog faces for this.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ishihara from the Pokémon Company.
Ishihara.
Today, February 27, is Pokémon Day. This is the date the Pokémon Red and Pokémon Green games were first released in Japan, marking the beginning of the Pokémon
Okay, so pay attention to the background, see if we get any.
It's been 29 years since
Is
the
that
birth
black and white in the corners, top right and top
of-
left?
Reach this milestone
That is black and
with
white.
the support of all you trainers around the world. Thanks to all of you, it's a milestone through the support of all you trainers around the world. Thanks to all of you.
I see X in the bottom left.
Each day.
Well, that's just all the games. I meant in the the decorations. You know, they've got the Pokeballs and the black box and the white box in the corners.
Oh,
With all the all the current
We'll be sharing all the latest
game
news about Pokémon,
plushies.
including our newest titles. Please enjoy the presentation.
This is the anime?
It's the Netflix series
No, this is a
Pokémon Concierge,
different
taking place
different
at a
show.
Pokémon resort on a tropical island. The story follows Haru, who is still finding her
Oh,
feet as a
interesting.
new concierge, and Psyduck as they grow
Yeah, they've
together through the
announced this a
interactions of
while
the resort's
back.
Pokémon guests. Its charm lies in
But
the
I
warm
think they
visuals
might
that
be
can
announcing
be
like a
achieved
season
only
2 or
through
something.
stop-motion animation.
Yeah.
Every
This is cool.
episodes of Pokémon
I-
Concierge are in production. They are
I've been
slated for
using
release
clips from the
in
anime in
2025.
videos,
What sort of
and
Pokémon
because they
will
just
Haru
look really
and
good.
Psyduck
They're really
welcome
compelling
as
graphically, and it's really
The
fun.
first
I really
look
like
at a
it,
few of the Pokémon they will meet in this motion
especially when they
picture.
try different art styles too.
Just look at the personality
Yeah.
and how they move. But there's more. For a limited time, the first 4 episodes are available to watch on Pokemon's official YouTube channel for free. Please take this chance to watch them if you haven't been able
We
to
need more of
tune
the
into Pokémon Concierge
the
yet. And we
detectives
look forward to new
art
episodes
style,
as well.
where they're hyper realistic. Give me the Ludicolo in that art style.
I'm Utsunomiya from the Pokémon Company. Next, we have a number of other announcements to share with you.
In Pokemon Go Tour Unova Global will take place on March 1st and March
Okay,
2nd.
so more
This
black and
event
white
will be enjoyed
content.
at no cost
Very
from
interesting.
anywhere in
Okay.
the world where Pokemon Go is available. During the event, the legendary Pokemon Black Kyurem and White Kyurem will appear in raid battles and elsewhere. Also, trainers will soon have a chance to encounter Victini and Shiny Meloetta. We'll also share promo codes for every.
I like
to
these
use. We
OST
hope you're looking forward
remixes
to the new
in the
season
background.
too.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, Team Aqua, Team Magma.
Primal's coming back to Scarlet and Violet. No, I'm just kidding. This is for Pokemon Masters.
Pokemon Master Sex.
Or,
I actually know nothing about this game, so.
yo, I kind of want to make this in real life.
The Flapple cocktail.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Appleton drink. Yeah. Oh
This
no,
is
the
Pokemon
first
Sleep, right?
the first villain of Pokemon Sleep.
Okay.
How you unlock Darkrai in Pokemon Sleep?
All right. What's going on in Pokemon Unite? How's the metagame going?
Apparently Galar Rapidash is broken.
Okay.
Yo, Alchemy!
Everything I know about Pokemon Unite is from Kunal, who just complains incessantly when they release a new broken character that you have to obtain to play the game to replace the
No,
old
he's
broken
probably
character
right.
that they nerfed.
Oh yeah, we're getting the old map back.
Enjoy
Let's go.
intense battles in the unforgettable remote stadium. A new type of battle is also arriving, called First to 500. In it, a new feature called Eos technology allows you to gain special effects when you score a certain number of points. Plus, look forward to an updated map. With updated wild Pokemon, the win condition is simple.
Okay.
Be the first to score 500 points.
What do you think? First to 500? Good idea?
I don't know. It sounds a little broken. Okay, we're getting our pocket info. Man, they're going through these spin-offs really fast.
They really are. That means must have a big announcement at the end, right?
Yeah, probably.
Because 19 minutes, I think, is also above average for one of these.
Okay, so Arceus EX. All these Pokemon have abilities that interact with it. Oh, so that's dropping tomorrow.
Available from February 28th. Yeah, that's tomorrow. And
Oh,
ranked
and
is
they're
coming
adding
end of
ranked.
March.
That's
Yeah,
a huge announcement to put on the screen for half a second.
That's big, right? That's the
Yeah.
thing that everyone's been missing.
Yeah, that and like spectator mode.
Yeah, well, you know, we've been waiting for spectator mode for 3 years now, so get in line, buddy.
Not okay. Okay, so this is like real TCG. They upgrading EX. Oh,
Lucario.
they're bringing back Megas.
I wonder why they're bringing back Megas.
Oh my goodness, those are some huge HP stats. And they're 3 prizers. Oh, they're not going to be happy about that.
Wow, a new trading card that you have to buy to play the game? That's crazy.
About the Pokemon video game series. In the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games, we're
No, I
celebrating
meant just the
Pokemon
3
Day with a
prizers.
Rotom phone case giveaway.
They don't like the power creep.
Along with a mass outbreak
Um,
event and other
okay.
in-game events
So,
to come.
new Rotom phones.
Mighty Meowscarada
Red, blue, and
Skeletor
green Pokemon
Pokeball will appear in a
outbreaks.
series of Terra
Meowscarada, Skeledirge, and Quackable. Very cool. Very cool.
and even more
They're gonna
Pokemon
bring back
planned to
the
appear in the future.
7-star raids.
We
with
hope
all
you
the
continue to enjoy
pseudo-legendaries.
the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet
Well,
games.
they're not giving out any legendaries, which means that we're going back to Reg A,
So look at
right?
this video.
Uh-huh.
All right, here we go.
Okay, so this is a competitive battling announcement, apparently. Because look, they're all battling.
Oh, please. Give us like, if you gave us like a real just competitive battling software, that'd be dope.
Showdown
Just
is
like
dead.
Yeah, I mean, give us like Pokemon Battle Revolution. Mousehold used Play Rough. That's a competitive battle for sure.
Yo, we're gonna save Pop Bomb Mouse.
Yo,
The wide-
on the phone.
wide- Oh my goodness.
Hello. Oh, please. Is that phone versus
that's-
Switch?
That's huge. Oh my goodness.
Also note the Aegislash, which is not in the game, right? That's
Aegislash
also
is not good, but Aegislash
Yeah.
battling alongside Dondozo. Oh, Mega Evolution.
okay. And Terra.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Oh my
This
god.
is not- what's our release date?
Pokemon Champions. Oh, please be a VGC simulator.
No release date.
Okay. So no, I mean, that means not for another year, right?
Yeah. That's insane.
Like, best case is after Worlds.
I want it before Worlds, bro.
I'm
Ready to get off Scarlet Violet.
Pokémon Champions will continue the tradition of pitting your skills against those of other trainers from around the world, but this time we're aiming for these core-style battles to be enjoyed by more players than ever before.
Okay.
Game Freak, the developer of the core games, is carrying out the planning for this project, while development is being handled by the Pokémon Works. And Pokémon Champions will be coming not only to the Nintendo Switch family of systems, but to mobile devices too.
This is so cool.
You'll be able to choose how you want to play based on where you are.
That's crazy.
What's more, you can
This
also
is
play
actually like
Pokémon
one of the
Go.
biggest changes to
Thanks this
VGC.
connectivity, you
or,
won't
like,
be limited
potentially
to
ever.
using Pokémon you can partner up with in Pokémon
They've
Champions.
made VGC a mobile game. It actually is the biggest thing they could do.
Your adventures in previous Pokémon games. We hope you're looking forward to
We don't have much
Pokemon
info.
all
I wonder if it's going to be like 2v2 or if it's still going to be 4v4. They like making these mobile games shorter time periods for games, right? Like Pocket.
Next,
Yeah,
share
that's
some information about the languages
But I
Pokémon
think that I'd be shocked if the 2026 World Championships did not have this in it.
Saludos a todos desde la nueva oficina de Pokémon en la hermosa Ciudad de México.
So we did not get any release date plans, so probably not for a while. Oh, they're still talking about it.
Champions will be playable in Latin American Spanish. Okay.
De igual forma, además de los 9 idiomas que los entrenadores y entrenadoras pueden elegir, Leyendas Pokémon
And that's
ZA tendrá
okay. Is the
la
A?
opción de
Yeah.
jugarse en español latinoamericano. Esto significa que de aquí en adelante
Is
habrá
Latin American
muchísimos
Spanish that
Pokémon
different from Spanish?
Finalmente, como ya anunciamos
I say this is someone who has had to learn
futuras
Spanish in both like
el
India
famoso
and the
juego de
United
cartas
States,
coleccionables
taking
de
classes.
Pokémon,
I feel like there aren't that many differences.
disponibles en español
They're
I
not
know
going to
there's
use they're not
Localizar productos
they're not going to use
Because I took-
Vosotros in the entire game.
al
Oh boy.
español latinoamericano permitirá que millones de nuevos fans se unan a la comunidad global de Pokémon y se conecten con otros jugadores de formas nunca antes vistas. Como parte de The Pokémon Company Group, este es un claro ejemplo de nuestra misión de unir al
No,
mundo
it doesn't hurt.
a
It
través de
it's always nice to have
saber que
more
los
accessibility.
fans
I
disfrutan
just
aún
don't
más de
think
jugar
that
Pokémon en su idioma
this was
local
something that
y
people
permite
were
explorar
asking for,
nuevas formas
but
para
we'll take
dedicar
it.
a los jugadores de
I mean,
diferentes
maybe people
regiones
in Latin
y
America were
mercados
asking
como
for it.
Latinoamérica.
Maybe.
Este es un momento increíble
Uh,
para ser fan de
Max says it's like English from the UK versus American English. We don't have an American English version of Pokemon either. We should get it. We should get it.
Yeah, we do. It's called Z moves.
Nos vemos pronto.
Finally, here's
ZA.
the latest
Oh, shit.
update on Pokémon
All right, here we go.
Legends ZA.
Somehow this is not the thing I'm most excited for. I can't believe it.
They definitely
Right,
look
very
French.
stylish. Yeah. Pokemon X did have the peak outfits.
This is true. Oh,
Interesting.
so we have 2 Johto starters as the ZA starter.
and
one
fuck
Unova
Cyndaquil, man.
I mean,
No one likes
Cyndaquil was in the last one. Okay, so
Oh, it
we're
was,
part-
right.
Okay, so we got Spider-Man game. We got Spider-Man gameplay.
That's pretty cool because we did need to have more than just the ground level for this game to have enough
Oh, this
space,
is
right?
interesting.
Oh,
So during the battles, you've got the Pokemon running around and like dodging, apparently.
Mhm.
Now we've got Megas back. Any new
Yep.
Megas?
Give me a new one. Oh shit, we got the Floette. We got Zygarde.
Okay, but what's the A? Is there going to be an A Pokemon?
Pokémon Legends ZA is a new title in the Pokémon series. The story takes place in Lumiose City, the largest city in the Kalos region. Prism Tower stands tall at the center of the
I don't
city
recognize this
with
voice actor.
beautiful vistas. These days, Lumiose is undergoing a high-tech urban redevelopment plan to turn it into a city that people and Pokémon truly share.
Maybe we don't share it with
After
Garbodor,
you
though.
arrive in
We
Lumiose
should
City
try not
to
to do
see
that.
the sights, you'll meet 3 Pokémon, one of which will become your first partner: Chikorita, Tepig, and Totodile.
Because here we hate
One of
Cyndaquil.
these Pokémon to accompany you on a new journey as you get to know Lumiose
Dude, you know who we
City and
hate?
its
Snivy. We have like
Here are some of the colorful
we have
characters
like
you'll encounter.
Tepig and
When you arrive in Lumiose,
Oshawott
you'll meet a new friend
as
and
starters in the
ally,
Legends games.
either Urbane or Tawny.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
The
We
hotel
have like
where you'll be staying is
Totodile,
run by
Chikorita,
AC.
Cyndaquil, but we don't
You'll
have
also meet his
Snivy.
partner, Floette.
That's
Lumiose's
true, that's true.
redevelopment is being
Weird.
managed by Quasartico. You'll become acquainted
what a
with
shame.
the company's CEO,
All
Jet,
right.
and her
Those are the
secretary,
villains,
Winnie.
right? No doubt.
The different people you meet will make
Oh,
your
of
time
course,
in
CEO is
Lumiose
always a
all the
villain.
richer. To help people and Pokemon coexist, the city has set up wild zones. These areas
I wonder if those
located
numbers are like
throughout
levels that you
Lumiose
have to
give
reach to be
wild
able to
Pokemon
access them.
habitats where they can thrive.
Probably.
To catch one of these wild Pokemon, aim carefully, then throw a Pokeball. If you're having a hard time catching one, have one of your Pokemon use its moves to weaken the target, making it easier
It was
to
interesting
catch.
that there was like just like a cab sitting there, being unused in the wild zone, right? It almost seems like
This
it's
game
been
offers
abandoned,
a style of Pokemon battling not seen in
like a zombie
previous
movie or
titles.
something.
This appears to be like a more
Most
more
can be
actual
longer or
action
shorter
RPG.
reach, or different areas of effect. So choose
Yeah.
your timing and positioning
See,
carefully to
the
gain
UI
advantage.
looks a lot like Xenoblade's UI. And you apparently you can
Lead
like
your
run
partner
your
through
Pokemon around
battles and
the
dodge
arena.
incoming attacks. Swap Pokemon if you need to and find the right moment to unleash a move.
And they've got cooldowns on your moves.
What's more, certain Pokemon
That's
can
cool.
go beyond
Yeah,
evolution
and we'll see how
by
switching works as
undergoing
well.
Mega evolution. When a trainer's keystone
I wonder if this has
resonates
like
with
a
legacy
real
and
competitive
power of
battling,
Pokemon,
like PvP.
the Pokemon will do more than just change shape. It'll unlock a new level of power, turning the tide of battle in its favor.
Oh wow.
As Lumiose continues its transformation into a city that belongs to both people and Pokemon, who knows what kinds of encounters and experiences will await you.
Oh, Zygarde Cell.
Pokémon Legends ZA. Coming late 2025.
Mm-hmm. Yo. Promotion match? Who is Wolfie playing against?
It sounds like that might be a PvP announcement.
Pokémon Legends ZA is scheduled to release in late 2020.
Oh, for Pokemon ZA.
We hope everybody can wait just a little longer for their adventures in Lumiose City to begin.
I
That
can't wait.
concludes our announcements for today. Thank you very much for watching.
All right, that was exciting. That was really exciting. So my thoughts. Obviously Pokemon ZA. Honestly, like not as much info as I thought we would get. We didn't get any new megas announced or anything like that. We got some info basically on the battle style, which was really cool, and the wild zones, which are, they're not, honestly like not as interesting a way of doing the concept as I would have liked, I think. Where it's like, all right, well, you can only catch wild Pokemon in these like quarantined areas. I guess that's kind of like how they did Legends Arceus, but they feel smaller than Legends Arceus, you know?
Yeah.
But the right, yeah. You said you were excited for the battle style, right? I'm excited for that. And then, yeah, I really do wonder if there's going to be PvP. It sounded like it with the very last announcement that there might be a PvP mode. Oh, they can't hear you. Hold up. Let me switch back to the right screen. All right, now they can hear you again. Sorry, what battle style did you say it sounded like?
It's like the action RPG. Notably like the Nintendo
Mega Evolution.
like flagship game that kind of this genre is Xenoblade, where it's technically an RPG. It uses your stats and it has stats and leveling and things like that. But the battles are like real time, so you can actually run around, and you can like use your moves or whatever whenever, and like instead of it being turn based, you just have like a cooldown on your moves.
Yeah, interesting. That's pretty cool. And I think we can like kind of see that on this UI as well. This is a wild Pokemon encounter. No, this looks really cool. And obviously the thing that I guess before I start talking about the mobile game announcement, any other thoughts about ZA from this trailer?
I mean, it definitely looks really fun. I'm very interested to see how like what kind of Zygarde lore they'll have, and I think they had like the guy named AZ. Apparently was like working for that company, and he got the Floette back, right? Because like at the end of the game, the Floette came back. So I don't know. We'll definitely get some more lore for Kalos, which is much needed, considering they kind of ended things abruptly in that generation.
The hotel where you'll be staying is run by AZ. So apparently, after he saved us from a civil war or something, he decided to own a hotel. That was his choice of occupation. Okay. Yeah. No, I'm excited for it. We can do parkour. Can't forget about that. That's important. And it looks like in some of these graphics they are battling Pokemon like on the rooftops as well. So it looks like the even though the areas are pretty small, there are going to be layers to them where presumably you're going to be not just fighting on the ground but also in the on the rooftops as well. So that's pretty cool. And Nerdiv now points out that AZ has a Mega Band on his leg apparently. Yeah, that might be. That's pretty cool.
They need to finally bring let you customize your accessories to have Mega Stones on more than just a Mega Ring. Because we had like Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire where everybody had some different like accessory. Like Archie had his Mega Anchor. And these were all like key items in the game files, but they never like were used for anything.
In X and Y, where you get the Lucario, it's like a palace, right? And that person doesn't have a Mega Stone. They give Kiddikin the Mega Tiara, Mega Crown.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so I mean, yeah, not honestly. Like, I'm sure that someone else will be able to break it down and give us like all of the info, but I didn't. I don't know. I feel like I didn't. The battling system is the big one. I'm scrolling through to see if I can find anything else that we might have missed in here, but I guess I'm sure someone will go through and break down all the Pokemon that they see in this, which is probably pretty interesting. But I'm not going to be that person. That takes far too long. All right, let's talk about Pokemon Champions. So it is of my opinion that what they are trying to do with these latest games, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Scarlet and Violet very clearly did not have like a competitive battling interface until the very end. It feels very tacked on. It feels very last minute. And to me, what I think they want to do is basically like move competitive battling off of the main series games and onto a separate platform, because it's kind of turned into this big thing that is independent from the games themselves, right? And so I think that's what they're trying to do with Champions. Is it wouldn't shock me if they release Champions and then the main series games that maybe come out in 2020, essentially late 2025, right? So late 2026, just do not have VGC in them at all. That is like my working theory as to what they're trying to do.
Yeah, I definitely think they're trying to move away from, keeping the competitive battling stapled to the like main series games. And that way they'll be able to focus less on like, oh, we have to add our obligatory PvP and focus on the single player aspect. And then anything that has to do with, they can just make rule sets on the new game and be like, you can only use Pokemon from this region, or you can only use this like mechanic, and then they'll be able to like rotate in old mechanics, let the like different mechanics interact with each other as we saw in the trailer.
Yeah, and that's the really big thing for me, is that and not the last thing, but the thing you mentioned before that is that you can have a lot more interesting formats when you are on mobile game, because right now VGC, like literally right now, it is very stale to me. Reg G is something that we've already done one part of, but they are limited in the number of different formats that they can do by the fact that we are stuck on the same main series game for 3 to 4 years. And by putting it on a mobile game, you can have the trading card game model where you rotate through formats a lot more quickly, and you can add and remove Pokemon from these competitive formats a lot more easily. And yeah, it wouldn't shock me at all if they did try out, they let us pit Megas versus terrestrialized Pokemon, and maybe you choose one of them. Maybe you get 2 of them in a format. They have a lot more options when it's in a mobile game that isn't attached to a video game. And so yeah, I'm really excited for how they play that. Bon Tequila, thank you for the sub. Says they are trying to be Showdown, which yeah, right. Like that is the cool thing about VGC growing so big in the last few years, is that now they have taken notice really of the size of the competitive community, and they are making a game that is catered directly to the competitive community, which is so cool. It's really awesome.
Yeah, exactly. My biggest thing is I'm wondering how the like using different mechanics will work, like because we saw a mega evolved Pokemon versus a terrestrialized Pokemon. And so the question is, will you be able to use like all of them, or will you only be able to use like one? Because for example, like in the Pokemon anime, in the like last series, when Ash was like competing in like the world tournament or whatever, there was like a rule saying you could only use one like Dynamax, Mega, or Z move per battle. So I'm wondering if it'll be like that, or if it'll just be like a free for all.
Yeah. I would not be shocked if it was exactly like that. I think that would be my first reaction. Yeah, I think that's like the one that makes the most sense. But also, again, because this is a mobile game, they have more room to experiment. They can make us play a format for a couple months that is just like no holds bar. Yeah, use one of each on your team. And then they can say, okay, well, we're going to try it where you can maybe only terrestrialize, and you can't do we don't give you access to Megas and Dynamaxes for which also, for what it's worth, right? I feel like if you could do all of these and you could only pick one, you're picking Dynamax every time, right? Like no question.
I don't know if they'll have Dynamax in the game immediately, because we saw that like the battlefield looks kind of small. There's not really any room to have a Dynamax Pokemon, but
Right. They just showed Megas and Terra. Even then, man, there's no way you pick Megas over being able to terrestrialize any of your Pokemon in a given battle. That's just too much flexibility.
No, I don't think so. I think Megas are like insane. Like, I don't know. It's a plus 100 to your base stats. Some of the abilities that they get are just like really cracked. It just depends on what's available and if they've made any like balance changes.
Yeah. I think that like there's a couple I'd consider using. I think Charizard Y is the one that I'd really like think about as, okay, this is actually just the best Sunsetter that you build a team around.
And then,
But
Charizard Y and Raging Bolt. Anyone?
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I can see it. I'm excited. I'm really excited for this. This should be a lot of fun. As a content creator, it's really exciting because we see how this kind of re-energizes the content space for some of these games. I'm looking at Yu-Gi-Oh! Specifically, where Master Duel completely changed the content sphere for that game, and I think this is going to unlock a lot of opportunities as well. And it's just going to be really fun to play. My one fear is that they do pocketify it, and they say we're only doing 2v2 battles, no switching, to make it more of a mobile game, and that might kind of suck.
That would kind of suck. I don't know if they'll do that. I think our gameplay is already pretty fast,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is like 15-minute
the
games
other
is
big
pretty
thing
good.
is I wonder how they'll like approach balancing going forward with this,
Mhm.
because like what if we, if they do balancing, then like we wouldn't be stuck with Urshifu for like an entire generation, and then a second
Mhm.
one if like they decide not to nerf it.
Right. Yeah. I do wonder that, right? Because in a trading card game, you can limit the cards, or you can give subtle nerfs to the cards. In a completely digital game like Hearthstone, you can just change the text. You can give it an errata to make it worse. In Pokemon, what they have to do is wait a generation and then make it worse, or ban it altogether from the competitive format, which they are very reluctant to do. But in something like this, they could even say, okay, well, you can terrestrialize any Pokemon but Urshifu. You can't terrestrialize Urshifu. Not that would make it like significantly worse, but it would be like an interesting debuff that they could do for a specific Pokemon if they want to go that route and kind of card gamify VGC. Yeah, this is very exciting. Obviously, we are not going to have access to this for a long time. I wouldn't be surprised if at the World Championships they gave us like a way to like try this out. That would be the perfect place to give us a demo version of this game. And so, yeah, I'm very excited for this. This is really cool. All right, Justin, any final thoughts before we head out?
They didn't add Tapu Fini to Scarlet and Violet, so the game's ruined.
So true. So true. All right, I'm going to send you over to Nino, who is also playing some Pokemon now that the thing is over. If you're on Twitch, thank you for hanging out, and if you're watching on YouTube, I appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe and whatnot. And yeah, Alex is going to be streaming the GC later today, so look out for that. I think he said he'd do that. Maybe. Don't hold me to that. That's on him. But we'll catch you later.
All right, see you.